Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Zoom tonight. My name is Amanda Pruitt. I'm an Ambassador Diamond, and I'm excited you have decided to tune in and watch this. Chances are you are brand new to our team or a sister team of ours, and we're very excited for you. You're probably wondering what the heck you just signed up for? What do I do next? And you've got a lot of questions. So my goal tonight is to kick off a series of videos that we're going to have for you going over various topics. My topic is kind of the boring stuff, the basics. How do you log into your back office? How do you access your website? How do you find out any information? How do you know what products we have? Just some basic tools and tips to get you started. What to do as step number one. We're going to go over kind of your goals in this business and go from there. So let's just dive in. So who am I? I joined this business 7 years ago as a police officer home on maternity leave. So people join this business from all walks of life. Maybe you're in school, maybe you have 5 jobs right now, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're kind of all of the above. I was home with 2 little babies. And my goal was not to do this full time. My goal was to be able to afford our $495 a month van payment. So chances are you have joined this to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. That seems to be what most people join for. And our goal is to teach you how to do that and then teach you how to dream to maybe want to earn and start earning more and more and more. So let's just start with the basics. The number one thing I'm going to tell you tonight, and the number one thing I hope comes through is anyone can find success here, but you have just become your own boss. Newsflash, you just opened your own business. Congratulations. And chances are you didn't pay as much if you had opened some random franchise brick and mortar. So that is amazing. I will also tell you, you now have unlocked the ability to make a lot of income. And it's probably why you're here. Okay, that's why most people join this, is to make some income. I personally earned $1 million in 23 months. And maybe you're like, I'm out. This girl's lost her mind. It's true, I did. So I'm going to teach you some of how I did that. Maybe not all tonight, but throughout your journey here, I will be part of that. So step number one, you should have received an email that has your ID number. If you did not, you can ask the person you enrolled with, hey, what's my ID number? They have access to that. They do not have access to your password. So hopefully you remembered that. I'm going to do some screen sharing now and show you what you do with that password. So stand by. Let's see. Hey, what is this? I've got my tech support here. This doesn't look like when I hit screen share before.
No, get out of that. You don't touch the arrow, just touch that. You went into the.
See, look, guys, anyone can do this. Here we go. Desktop. This is where I want it to be. Not here. Go back. Nope, out of that. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So at the very top, hopefully I see Jackie. Can you give me a thumbs up? You can see my screen good? Yes. Okay. So at the very top of my screen, you'll notice it says esuite.myitworks.com. That is what you're going to go to. Now, the things I'm going to show you on my computer screen, they're going to look different on your phone, but you can access all of them just the same on your phone. Okay. So you're going to have a much longer ID number than mine. And we're going to log into mine. So you're going to probably be feeling very overwhelmed right now. If you're not, that's not normal. Okay. So it's okay to feel very, very overwhelmed. When you log into this, you're going to see a whole lot of stuff. I will tell you 7 years later at the top rank, I do not use half of this. You're only going to use a few things. The first thing I'm going to show you is here, this settings bar, the little keys at the top, because chances are you have probably forgotten what your website that you created when you signed up maybe an hour ago, maybe a week ago, hopefully very recently ago. Right here at the top where it says web alias, this is my It Works website. You might hear it referred to as your replicated website. So I'm going to jump over here. See Amanda Lynn Pruitt, that's me, .itworks.com. This is how you access your website. And I want you guys to do that sooner than later. Okay, it's going to look different. You see my name is up here in the top left-hand corner. You can do this on a phone. Your name's going to appear in the middle of the screen. We want to be sure your name is showing, okay? So if you were in a hurry when you signed up, maybe you spelled your name wrong. Maybe you're like, what the heck was I thinking at 2 a.m. when I named my website? Good news, you can change it, okay? So anything you put in here That's going to change your website name. Okay. So you're free to look around, see these other things. This is where our 1099 comes in, all these things. If you need to change your physical mailing address, you'll do that under billing profiles and all of that. The other most important thing you're going to find in here, this document library. Now I'm going to talk more about this at the end, but if you're already like, this is way too much stuff, cool. Just don't watch me for the next few minutes. But depending on your personality style, depends on how much information you're going to want to take in right away, okay? We're going to go over a few things here, but something really awesome is from the time I joined to you have access to print so much stuff at your house. If you're a printing kind of person, you want to save things to your phone. Under the very bottom thing says self-print. Looks a little crazy, but the very near the bottom here where it says product catalog, I'm going to click on English in the United States. I really encourage you to print out one of these. I am a tangible kind of person. Maybe you're not. I created this little binder years ago, but I've got this catalog right here in the front because chances are you probably only know that we sell maybe a body wrap and some skinny magical coffee, but you don't have to learn all of this, okay? Hear me when I say 7 years later, I'm always learning. We're always coming out with new products, but definitely give it a scroll just so you can read the basics. Okay, we've got some kind of cleanse. Okay, we've got some BFF. These people are crazy. Look how they name their stuff. Just celery. It's literally just celery, you know? So print out one of these, take a look at it, see that we do have products for everyone. And you can also print this, okay? You can print it in color, you can print it in black and white. You do not have to spend money to buy catalogs. It's a beautiful thing. Take a look through the self-print things if that interests you. Once you get going, if you want to print banners and all kinds of stuff, this is where you'll find it. Now, the other thing, the document library. We are going to go over a couple things. Just write down, do this later. Type the note. You can type things right here, okay? I was a couple years in before I learned that, so this is a refresher for you. Maybe you are relaunching your business. Did you know you could type in this search bar? Took me a while. Start typing the word 100, okay? Your 100s list, this is something you're going to use forever, okay? This is where you're going to start writing names down of people that you think might be interested in our products and our business. I have been using this exact list for years. Okay, let me go back. We are going to chat now. Oh, I skipped something on my notes. This is why I don't do notes. I'm not a notes kind of girl. But when you first log into this is called eSuite. Okay, when you log into eSuite, you're going to notice a pop-up if it's your very first time logging in. And that is your, what is it called? A tax form. Basically, you have to electronically sign saying that you know that you are an independent distributor and we're not going to keep your taxes back. So that means when you start making lots of money, you should probably save some of it for taxes. Now, another thing, just because some of y'all that made you freak out a little bit, until you make $600 in that calendar year, like January through December, you will not get the W-2, W-4 situation. I always get that wrong, which one it is. So just know that after $600, that is when that will take place. And we always saved back 20% of our pay. We never needed that much until we were making significant income, but we can talk more about that later. But just so you know, now the next thing, this is what I came here for, to talk about steps to success. This is your goal. Now, you're probably like, well, when I signed up, they told me I don't have any quotas, and you don't have any quotas. Okay, we are a month-to-month business. Let me see. Jackie, can you see this? I always get worried. Okay, the pop-ups aren't gonna work. So we're a month-to-month business, meaning the first of every month, we all start fresh. At the top rank, mine shows me 0. I'm back at distributor until things start to process and run. So this is your goal each and every month. Steps to success, okay? Number 1, get qualified. This is running your ADBD auto shipment to become commission qualified, okay? You might be thinking, well, I don't know what that is. Nobody told me about that. Hold the brakes, pump the brakes. How do they say that? Pump the brakes. We have 2 ways to get paid. I'm just going to throw this out there. If anything that I go over tonight, you have more questions on, please write it down. Head to your team training page, which I will tell you about. We want to get you all the info, but I just don't have that much time. So you're going to get paid by running your auto shipment, which is what we're going to suggest. It guarantees your paycheck. That's how you can get product in your hands to start putting in your body, on your body, start having results. That's when people are really going to start taking you seriously when you say, oh, well, I drink the coffee and it's changed my life. So the other way is by having $150, if you will, of customer orders. And those 2 ways, okay? Now, Number 2, this is what gets really exciting because when I sign up new distributors, there's usually just so many questions, so much going on. I don't really have time to talk about all the amazing perks. You know, it's like after they sign up, I say, guess what? You get to earn $150 in free product credit. So that's what happens next. Your first goal as a new business owner is to bring in 6 customers into your business. We call them loyal customers. And when you do that, for every 2, you're going to get a product reward. I will tell you what that means. But you have the ability to unlock $150 in free product plus 1, 2, 3 product rewards. This is a lot of free stuff, guys. And this is a lot of stuff you can use for yourself or sell and make complete cash. Just like it's not on this paperwork, but when you signed up, you were given credits, sample credits. I will show you that as well. But that's more cash, okay? That's in addition to what I'm showing you right now. All right, now the goal. Like I said, most of you guys probably joined to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. Going Ruby is how we're going to do that. What does that mean? That means you're going to take 3 friends along with you. We have got a lot more training on this, but typically it's one of those people is going to be your spouse. Don't worry, they don't have to do anything but be a name on your charts. Mom, sister, best friend, if you don't have a spouse. And hey, look, if I could go back, I don't have a lot of regrets, but I wish I had signed up to people that were closer to me versus strangers early on. That's something I wish I had done. So this is it. This is your goal, guys. And guess what? As an Ambassador Diamond, this is my goal each and every month. 6 customers, 3 distributors. Customers are people who order just products. Distributors are people who sign up to make money, just like you did. In our business model, they're not one and the same. Some companies, they require you to sign up to promote their products. I love that we don't do that here. We have an incredible customer to distributor ratio, which is why we are always on the up and up, and our company wins all kinds of awards for that. All right, we're going to keep going. So this is something that you should print out, okay? Remember, I talked about your hundreds list and all of that. So every single month, I print out a brand new blank one of these. If you dig on your team training pages, you can find some that don't have as many words, or you can make your own. But this is here found in your eSuite under those. Oh, I have to pull this down every time. Under this document library, okay? All right. Let's head over to that replicated website, your personal website. Guess what? All of ours look the same except for our names. So you really need to dig into just looking through this, okay? I will tell you, this website has changed, I don't know, maybe 9 times in the last 7 years. So it's always changing. You might go one time and where did this go? So get familiar with this search bar right here. You can search coffee. And it's going to pull up different options for coffee. The other thing is you are more than welcome to sign customers and distributors in other countries. If you want to know what products we have in those countries, you can change the country. Over here on the top right, I have the American flag. If you tap that, you can reselect your country. It's in a different place on your phone, but it is there. Now, the reason I wanted to show you guys this, I have been doing this business a long time. I've been training how to do this business a long time. Things have changed. You used to be able to find what I'm going to tell you about in our back office eSuite. Now you're going to find it here on your website. Let's say you have somebody who is interested in this product, Hydrate. They want to know what's in it. What are the ingredients? These are the questions you're going to get asked. And I remember that's one of the first things someone asked me, well, what's in it? I don't know, and I didn't know where to find it. This is why I'm showing you. So if you look at under any of your products, scroll down, you're going to see a hyperlink that says view product information. Okay, you can screenshot this information, you can print them. I'm not old, but I guess I'm kind of old school in a sense that I like to hold things. So in this one binder of mine, I literally have all of these printed out, okay, the product info sheets. I call this my product info sheet binder. I take this with me when I'm meeting with people. I just like to have it. It's easier for me to open this up. Do you have to make this? No, but by printing these out and looking through them, to me, it's just an extra step. You've just opened your own business. You've started a job, and I haven't had a traditional job in several years, but I know every job I had before, we had on-the-job training. We had manuals. Now, my guess is a lot of them are probably accessible online, but there's just something to be said about having something you can hold. So this is where you're going to do this now. If you've been in for a while and you didn't know that they disappeared from eSuite, they have. You have to literally click on every product and find them here. But you're going to see most of our products have all of this stuff, non-GMO, soy-free, no artificial colors. So this is where you'll find this. okay? We've got these questions, frequently asked questions. Every product that we have has one of these, okay? Keep going, trying to get through this. All right, so this is your website. That is it. You will see become a loyal customer, become a distributor. One more thing I want to show you over back here on your document, on your eSuite. The other thing under orders, let's say I'm sitting with my girlfriend Jackie, we're out to coffee and she wants to sign up to become a loyal customer with me. That's usually, well, how do I sign people? You can send people to your website, okay? And you're gonna tell them, just click on become a loyal customer. Most of us have in our notes app, the steps. Well, you can learn more about that later. But if I'm sitting with someone next to me, I'm gonna do it from my eSuite because I wanna be sure that they didn't accidentally go to the wrong website. If somebody clicks one wrong letter, it might default to the corporate site. Things are fixable. There's no such thing as an emergency in this business, but I just like to take the error out. So right here, it says enroll new customer. This is what I'm gonna click, and guys, I'm not gonna go through this, super simple. Maybe they wanna be a loyal customer, maybe they wanna be a distributor, and just walk through the steps with them sitting right next to you. If I'm doing in-person events, parties, this is how I'm going to be enrolling everybody, okay? All right, moving on. I am going to now end this screen share. And I'm going to screen share my phone. And hopefully do it correctly. Share. It's thinking. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, done. Chuck, you see my screen? You see my phone? Okay, perfect. Okay, I am in the App Store. There are 2 apps that you need to make sure that you download, okay? Obviously, you need Zoom. If you're watching this, you're one step ahead, but that is an app that you're gonna wanna have on your phone, not just watching from a computer. Maybe you're out and about. We do trainings on Zooms all the time. The first one is Connect. You're gonna wanna type in It Works Connect. It's this app right here, okay? We're not gonna do a whole Connect training, but so not all teams are as awesome as ours. They don't have a lot of training for you. You're gonna find it within this app, okay? So you can do that training too. The next one is the sample app. It Works Sampling, okay? Literally just looks like this. I'm not gonna get all into that. There is another video coming later this week where you're going to learn exactly how to use this sample app. This is the app where you guys each got 7 credits that you can then purchase our skinny tea or skinny coffee. Well, people are going to purchase it from you, typically for $20 each. That's $140 cash you can make back literally today, right now, by selling those samples. People are going to give money to you via PayPal, Venmo, what have you. So you're definitely going to need this app, okay? All right, I'm kind of all over the place. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I share everything. Okay, I am back showing my screen. Yes, you see my computer screen here? Okay, next thing, I'm just showing you this even though literally this might be the first day you signed up, but where do we get paid? How do I get paid? Is this a real job? You might be thinking, oh my God, I got scammed. What is happening? That was me, y'all. I really wanted to quit like 10 times the day I signed up because I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I sign up for? We indeed make real money. I can assure you that. So myitworkspay.com. You can also access it from your phone. I typically do. It's the same distributor ID and password that you enter to enter your eSuite, okay? Same exact. This is where you're gonna log in. You can either get a little debit card. I don't suggest that method just because there's always issues with cards in my opinion. It's a third-party type deal. I have it connected. It kind of works like PayPal. You can just let your money collect in there. You don't make interest that way, but your money goes from It Works to this pay portal. And then I have mine set up for direct deposit. And so it immediately that day will transfer into my checking account or whatever account you'd like. So you can get that set up. You don't need to worry about that until our first payday. Maybe you're a hustler, just so you know, you can start earning weekly bonuses like next week, okay? Like, I don't know what day of the week you're gonna watch this, but if you get one of those bonuses by Thursday of this week, you can have money drop into your account next Friday. So we do have the ability to get paid every single week, and then our monthly commissions will come once a month, okay? All right. The last website I'm going to show you. Some of y'all might be like, oh my gosh, I never use that anymore. I love the product coach, myitworksproductcoach.com. This is a great website for searching very specific things. Like I have typed in here caffeine. You're going to get asked that a lot. Well, how much caffeine is in that? You can go to each of the individual the info sheets that I just showed you, or I typed in caffeine. Which products contain caffeine? And it literally tells you right here, okay? You can also do things like testing. Some people might ask what kind of testing. We follow the good manufacturing practice, the GMPs. So this is for those types of things. Another, let me see. Oops. Are our products tested on animals? People will ask you that. No, our products are not tested on animals. And I like this website because I can take a screenshot and it makes it more official than me just saying, no, they're not tested on animals, you know? So this is a website that I tend to use quite often. All right, we're gonna bounce over to Facebook, but I will give the disclaimer. Not everybody that is watching this is on my team training page, okay? Some of you guys are maybe gonna be on Jackie's page or Michelle's page. And so there's a lot of different teams that are going to eventually watch this video, but they all are run just the same, okay? This is my team training page. Here's what I will tell you about Facebook. It's just not my favorite these days. It looks way different on the computer than it does on the phone. But here's what you need to know. When you go to a Facebook group, okay, at the very top, you're going to have announcements. And if you scroll down, this is the big one right here where it says new activity or recent posts. Every time you go to a group, you need to change this to recent posts. New activity means there could have been a post I put on this group 10 years ago and not 10, 7, because wasn't in 10 years ago. You know what I mean? If somebody commented on it to like tag somebody, that's going to be pushed to the top of the page. You want to at least check your team training page once a day, guys. This is kind of like when you show up to work and there's a whiteboard or there's a bulletin, a memo, the school announcements when you're in school, you know, like you need to be checking this at least once a day to see what announcements come out. Because I am the top rank, because Jackie is a VIP, we have access to info that they are relying on us to get out to you. So maybe there's a back order on a product. I going to spread the word. There's new products coming out. You're going to get really great info from these team training groups. Maybe you have a question on a particular something. I am giving you permission, no matter what team page you're on, ask questions. Even if you think it's a silly question, until you've asked that question 15 times, it's not silly, okay? We probably all had the same ones. The other thing I really wanted to show you is make sure you're clicking things like media. Like I've got photo albums on my group. I'm sure others do. Trackers to keep track of it. We got product photos. We got recipes, these kind of things, okay? And then over here, files, the files tab. I am not saying you need to read all of these unless you are a green personality, which that brings me to the next part. I'm giving you some homework from this video, okay? You need to know your personality color. Now, It Works did not come up with this, okay? I learned from this at a Dave Ramsey event that I went to. I've got a file on my team page. Others, just ask whoever enrolled you or go to a page and say, how do I find out my color? Okay, because that's going to determine how you learn best and how your person who enrolled you or the people above them can help work with you, okay? The next thing, your part 2 of homework, is an announcement post, okay? You need to tell the world you opened up for business, okay? I've got this, it's nothing special, but it's kind of an outline telling how to type up your announcement post, okay? Why is this important? Here's the deal. You have joined a business in the network marketing industry, okay? You're going to have more haters right now than you are people that are hoping to see you succeed. That's just the nature of the business. It's unfortunate if you were to go make a post on your Facebook right now that says, I got a new job at McDonald's, which that's just my example. No offense to McDonald's workers. I got a job at McDonald's. I'm so excited. You will have people comment, congratulations, I'm so excited for you. Yay, they'll like it. Which is like a virtual high five, whatever. The moment you post, I just signed up for It Works. I'm owning my own business. You will have haters comment, really, because you need to know their opinion. You'll have crickets. Nobody will say anything. This is normal. Hear me when I tell you, this is normal. And I know that a lot of people, this is going to take you out. Before you even really get going, the opinions of others are going to take you out. Here is what I will say to you. Do the opinions of those people pay your bills? Okay, this is why your part 3 of your homework. You've got to really sit down, and I want you to think about why you joined this. Maybe some of you out there on an impulse were like, I'm just going to join this. Not likely. Likely is that some of you, like me, you need money for something. For me, I refused to go back to work as a police officer because the vision of seeing my son standing at our see-through glass storm door every day, screaming and crying as I drove away, I wasn't going to have that happen with my next child. That was my why, and not getting my van repossessed because we couldn't pay the bills. So you've got to have what we call a why that makes you cry. Even if you're a dude, okay, a why that makes you cry. Like, what's going to keep your head in the game when Susie from high school 10 years ago comments and says, well, I had a friend who did that and it didn't work. What's going to keep your head in the game? Okay. Because I will tell you, after 7 years, I've seen a lot of people come in and I've seen a lot of people go, but I've also seen a heck of a lot of people change their entire lives, quit their full-time jobs if that was their desire, pay off debt, bring their husbands home full-time. My husband's sitting right next to me, you guys, just in case tech support's needed, but he was a firefighter. He'd been in for 10 years, 11 years, 11? Yeah, 11 years. And my second month in this business, I replaced his check, and he was missing our kids grow up. So that kept me in the game. So why are you in this business? That why is going to carry you, I promise you, because you probably can't see the other half of I know you've seen the income disclosure, our little charts, how much money you can make. I didn't want to hear about anyone earning any crazy bonuses, which PS, if you're watching this month and probably for the foreseeable future, you probably have your hands on earning a bonus or another, okay? I didn't want to hear any of that. I didn't believe it was possible, but I thought maybe, just maybe, people weren't scamming me that I could make $500 a month, okay? That's okay. If that is the tiniest mustard seed of faith that you have right now, is maybe you can earn a couple $100 a month. That's all we are asking from you. So that I kind of, look, guys, I finished my notes. Whew, oh my gosh. Okay, so you've learned that you have a website, okay? It's called eSuite. You've got a team training page where I promise you, when I joined this, I thought of the old school days. I won't name companies, but I was like, do I have to go door to door? I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I knew I was doing it by myself. So you're in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself, okay? I do this full time. There are a lot of people that do this full time, which means they're on these team training pages to help you, but we are not your boss. So please don't expect the person who enrolled you to be in your inbox every day or asking you questions all the time. But chances are, if you're in theirs, they're going to be very excited and they're going to help you. Maybe they work a 9 to 5. I'm giving you permission to use the team training page, okay? A lot of people do this as a side gig. So maybe they're not available all the time, but people like me are. So make sure you familiarize yourself with whatever training pages you have access to, and who is the person. Like, I encourage you to ask the person you enrolled with, well, who's above you or who's above you? That way they have another person that maybe they can go to, okay? And don't take offense, but you're gonna remember the personality colors. Maybe someone that is above you meshes better with the person you sign. And at the end of the day, you guys, none of us are successful unless our new reps are successful, okay? That's how this works. So your success is my success. So we're going to figure out why we're doing this. And I also encourage you to let the person you signed up with know. Get very vulnerable. In this announcement post that you need to put out to the world, yes, this needs to be done soon. It needs to be real and raw. Like, why are you doing this? Do you, and it's okay to be selfish. Do you need extra money to cover the bills? Trying to pay off debt, student loans, whatever? Stay real. And the last thing I'll say is, please try to tune in and watch the next videos that we've got for you. We're going to cover a slew of different topics, and maybe you haven't quite decided yet, or, you know, in the craziness of the world, it could change how to work this business. I didn't get all into that because that wasn't my topic, but start thinking about it, okay? Do you think maybe, I know right now I've got people that their little worlds are opened up. They're working vendor events on the weekends. Do you want to do in-person things, or do you want to specifically work Facebook, Instagram? We have got people signing, so many people on TikTok, of all things, right? So start thinking, Pinterest, think outside the box. There are some new apps I've been seeing. So you can make a full-time income doing this business from just social media. You can do a combination of all the things, okay? We are not a cookie cutter business. And remember, you don't have a quota. but I'm here to tell you, you can start making a lot of money very quickly. You've just kind of got to jump in. Know this, you're never going to learn everything. You probably already forgot half of what I told you tonight, but you need to know how to ask questions. Okay. So I wrapped it up, y'all. 31 minutes. I stayed in my 30-minute time frame. So if you need to access me, you know where to find me. My name is Amanda Pruitt. Send me a message on Facebook. I'm giving you permission, even if you're not personally mine. My job is to help everybody find success here. So thanks for watching and welcome to our family.